Well, hey guys, welcome to night edition of the Chingo Gringo Beer review. Live, not really live, I take that back, recorded from Cancun, Mexico. Well, today, I got a little late start on this beer review, so I had to do it inside. I'm in my, our study, and I have good light. My wife made this for me. She drew this for me with pastels. Great job. Shout out to my wife. Love you, babe. Okay, so let's get this party started, shall we? Okay, so let me show you the beer I have for you today. The beer I have for you today, let's see. Wow, I don't know. Let's see that, but anyway, you get the picture. There it is. There it is. Trappe Trappist Dubbel. That's what I have for you guys. All right. Well, that intro was foobarred, but all is not lost. Let's get some information about this beer and get it poured into a glass. Okay. So a little bit about this brewery. Of course, this is a Trappist ale, Trappist Belgian Double, and the brand is La Trappe. But the brewery's name actually is De Koningshoven Brewery. And Koningshoven, I found out, means the king's farmhouse. Right? These farmhouses belong to the king, and don't remember his name, King Wilhelm something. And anyway, so they had these sheep houses or farmhouses for sheep, and one day they converted it into a makeshift monastery, like a makeshift temporary sanctuary for the day, and that was when this all got started back in 1881. The brewery itself was founded in 1884. It is located in Berkel, in Chut, Netherlands. I hope I didn't booger that pronunciation. I probably did. But that's where it's at. The origin of the name La Trappe comes from the French abbey Notre Dame de la Grande Trappe. Right? Ooh. I said that French phrase with a Spanish accent. That was pretty good, wasn't it? All right. Okay. Now, the Koningshoven Brewery is one of only 12 Trappist breweries in the world that is allowed to place the logo that says authentic Trappist product. Right? One of only 12 in the world. Okay. Now, what is a Trappist beer? You may ask. What allows these guys to have the logo or the, let me see if I can find it for you guys. Yeah, I got it here. Let me hold it up to the camera. What allows these guys to, there it is, you can see it there. That little logo there is the official authentic Trappist product logo. Well, what makes a beer Trappist ale? Well, let me tell you. Number one, it must be brewed inside the four walls of a Trappist monastery. Number two, the brewery is not more important than the church's or the monastery's work. It is secondary. The beer must be brewed either by the monks themselves or under their supervision. And number three, the money must not be made for profit. It must be made to maintain the monastery and the operation costs of the monastery, and whatever's left over. These guys are very philanthropic, and they give it to charity, the leftover proceeds from their beer sales. So that's what makes a beer a Trappist. There are other rules as well, but those are the most important. Now let's talk about this beer. This is a double style beer. It's called Trappist Dubbel. The ABV on this beer is 7%, and IBUs are 22. Right, so low on the IBUs. All right, and the EBC, the color, the European color chart, it is 82, which is pretty dark. All right, so I can't wait to get this beer into a glass, right? Because I have something new for this review for you guys. I have a new glass, a Belgian goblet glass. So let's get this beer poured into that puppy. So you guys over here can't see, but those guys over there can see. Okay, I'm gonna save, I saved that little bit at the bottom, as you can see, because this beer is fermented in the bottle, so there is sediment at the bottom. It is not filtered, and therefore you leave the last little 10%, and what you do is you shake it up like this, get it all shook up like that. You can see it on the other camera there. All right, I'm going pro today. Got 2 cameras going. All right, shake it up really good and get that all stirred up. And let me just show you guys. I have a second glass, right, for separating these 2 parts of the beer. All right. So the first part I poured, the clear part, is called the body, and what I'm doing now is I'm pouring the soul. All right, the soul has all the sediment, all the yeast, all the proteins, and that's the soul of the beer. That's what they call it. All right, so there you go. You can see the difference in the beer. This one's a lot cloudier and not clear, and all right, I'll show you guys there also. It's cloudy and not clear, and this one is, really clear, as you can see. It's hard to see, but let me show you guys close. All right, beautiful color. There we go, there we go. All right, and over here you guys can see the color of this beer as well. Beautiful mahogany, dark mahogany brown is the color of this beer. You can see it's highly carbonated. All right, fantastic. Okay, so let's get a nose on this beer, shall we? Oh, right away. It's extremely fruity, as any good Trappist Dubbel is. Extremely fruity on the nose. I detect some notes of caramel, maybe a little bit of, believe it or not, of chocolate in there as well. Okay, and just a touch of vanilla on the nose. Wow, what a smorgasbord of aromas in this beer. All right, so here we go. Going in for the taste. Cheers, guys. I love how those Belgian beers dance. The carbonation dances on your tongue. It just brings alive so many flavors. One thing I'm getting with this one is sweetness. Kind of like a toffee, not really toffee, maybe caramel-like sweetness. This beer is very malty up front, maltiness, breadiness. I get dark fruits like dates, maybe some dried fruits like dried apricots and raisins, kind of something like that. I also get, wow, what else do I get? I know now. Just a touch of honey in this beer. Some honey flavor. I don't know where that's coming from. That's very interesting. And I don't think they use honey in this beer, but getting some sweet flavor from Ooh, you can tell this beer is really carbonated. Some notes of honey, sweetness in there as well. And as you can see, as I take a sip, you can see the lacing on this glass is really nice. I mean, it's not like a porter or a stout, but it's nice. Yeah, beautiful color. I wish it was in the daytime and you guys could really see. Maybe you can see it like that. But when I bring it back like that, it gets really dark, right? But in the light, it's a beautiful color. All right, well, you always need that last sip to confirm the score for the beer. Not really a score, just my personal rating for the beer. You guys know how I do that. Just gonna take a sip of this Soul. Wow, how different is that? Just a lot of proteins, yeast sediment in there. It just has a completely different flavor. Well, guys, let me give this beer a rating. As you guys know in the past, I really like several styles of beer, for example, IPAs, porter, stouts. But right up there with those, I really enjoy my Belgian beers, and especially, Belgian Trappist beers, doubles, triples, quadruples. Those puppies I really like. So I'm gonna give this beer, it's spectacular. One thing I failed to mention is they have won several medals for this beer. I believe it was the Swedish Beer and Whiskey Festival. They won the best Belgian double and the best overall beer award. They have also won a first place and a third place in another competition as well. So this beer is an award-winning beer. I'm going to give this beer a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for Trappe Trappist Dubbel. And that's going to do it for this edition of the Chingo Gringo Beer Review. Until next time, guys, remember, drink responsibly, and as I always say, keep pouring them up, keep drinking them down. Cheers, guys.